It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at Carbonite, where you can get a 15-day free trial by going over to geekazine.com/carbon-free. Jeffrey Powers here. I welcome you to the Day in Tech History, a full rundown of technology history 7 days a week. Subscribe to the show via iTunes, Stitcher, or download right from dayintechhistory.com. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. February 3rd. 1966, the United States launched its first operational weather satellite, the ESSA-1 or ESSA-1. Also in 1966, the unmanned Soviet spacecraft Luna 9 lands safely on the moon of the Oceans of the Storms, 3 days after its launch. 1976, in the Homebrew Computer Club newsletter for Altair users, MIT Computer Notes David Bunnell published an article entitled An Open Letter to Hobbyists, written by Bill Gates. Gates condemned both the open source movement and software piracy. 1977, speaking of Bill Gates and Paul Allen enter into an official partnership agreement. 1984, a Long Beach, California hospital announced the birth of the world's first baby conceived by embryo transplant. Also in 1984, Mattel announced it was selling its Intellivision business for $20 million to a group led by Terrence Valesky, an executive of Mattel. 1986, the investigation of the Space Shuttle Challenger accident begins. Microsoft registers with the Securities and Exchange Commission and sends out 38,000 copies of the company's 50-page prospectus in preparation for the first stock offering. And Time magazine reported on consumer frustration over the slow development of software for use in the computer industry. 1989, Nintendo filed an amendment to its January lawsuit against Atari Games, charging patent infringement. 1990, the Chicago Task Force raids the home of Richard Andrews, an alleged computer hacker. 1994, NASA launched the Space Shuttle Discovery on the first mission to the joint Russian-U.S. shuttle Mir program. 1995, NASA launched the Space Shuttle Discovery on a mission to rendezvous with the Russian space station Mir for the first time ever. 1997, hackers spoofed the website of Eastern Avionics to steal credit card numbers, and Red Hat released version 4.1 Vanderbilt of the Red Hat Linux operating system. 1998, Apple Computer announced plans to phase out distribution of computers through major computer retailers including Best Buy, Circuit City, Computer City, Office Max, and more. They're going to focus on distribution through the 148 stores of CompUSA. 1999, ASCII Entertainment Software announced the creation of a new subsidiary called Agitech, A-G-E-T-E-C, to develop video games, and that ASCII Entertainment Europe would be renamed to Agitech Europe. Also in 1999, Microsoft agrees to reproduce a video demonstration that was proven flawed by a government attorney in the suit filed by the Justice Department and 19 states against Microsoft. Thomas Penfield Jackson called the video supposedly created to show problems with the government's modified versions of Windows 98 very troubling. And now this word from our friends over at Carbonite who want to help you pursue your passion. February is the month of love, groundhogs, and static electricity. Colder homes are nice for computers, but the static charges they give from being too dry can be more than a shock to your system. They could render your computer useless. If you don't protect from the winter month, you could find your machine and all of its data gone. Carbonite is here to help with that. Founded in 2005, Carbonite backs up over 300 billion files to their secure servers, from photos of your newborn to important videos of the family and friends, not to mention those years of scanned documents you've been spending days digitizing. All of it gets stored in their secure cloud so you're protected from fire, theft, other acts, but also able to pull it down from your iPad to show those cute pictures to friends and family. Your data is secure, encrypted, and free from static electricity, and if you are a small business in the healthcare market, Carbonite can help since they are HIPAA compliant. It's your life backed up for $59.95 a year, a small investment in important files. For more information, check out geekazine.com/carbon-free. That's geekazine.com/carbon-free. Back up now, back up often, and back up off-site with Carbonite. Now let's get back into your day in tech history. In 2000, the Ford Motor Company announced that it would give each of its 350,000 employees a free Hewlett-Packard computer and internet access discounted to $5 a month. According to Ford chairman William Clay Ford Jr., the internet will be the equivalent to the moving assembly line of the 21st century. Also in 2000, Free PC announced that it would no longer give away free computers or free internet service. The company has given away about 25,000 computers before the announcement. And Microsoft announced that its next consumer-targeted operating system would be named Windows ME, short for Windows Millennium Edition. 2003, Microsoft released Windows Service Pack 1. It removed Microsoft's Java Virtual Machine as per court order following the lawsuit brought against Microsoft by Sun Microsystems. 2005, Run UO Software released version 1.0.0 of Run UO, an open-source Ultima Online server based on Microsoft.NET architecture. 2006, the Nixium worm begins affecting computers by disabling file sharing and security software, then destroying all files of certain types, including Microsoft Office files. 2009, Amazon launched the casual game download site. Also in 2009, a man in Guangzhou had his cell phone explode in his short pocket, severing his neck artery. It's the 9th cell phone explosion in story in history. And the RAMBUS patent infringement trial was postponed indefinitely. And in 2014, Google released the Chromecast SDK. And that's your day in tech history. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at DayInTechHist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2015, JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.